This is Fake, John Facenda for Old Sports Stories. This is the story of the day when Woody Hayes ran out of time. One of the worst upsets in Ohio State football history happened on November 9th, 1974 in East Lansing versus Michigan State. The Buckeyes entered the game riding a 19-game unbeaten streak. They were ranked number 1 in the nation. They were averaging 45 points a game. The previous year, they had walloped the Spartans 35-0 in Columbus. Odds makers made the Buckeyes prohibitive 25-point favorites. There was a hostile sellout crowd at Spartan Stadium that day. The game was physical. The hitting was fierce. After 51 minutes, the Buckeyes had edged out to a 13-3 lead. Buckeyes up 10, only 9 minutes to go. An impossible task against the Buckeyes' defense and clock-controlling offense. And suddenly, the impossible became possible.
Shot. A slot right. Second down at about 7. Baggett going back to throw, had time, throwing low, and he has a man in the clear for a touchdown. Jones scores a touchdown. Baggett to Jones for touchdown. And suddenly, the ball game gets tighter. And again, they get a man behind the Buckeye linebackers, and of course...
After the ensuing kickoff, the Spartans' defense forced the powerful Buckeyes into a 4th and 1 at their own 39. Woody Hayes chose to punt. Now it was the Spartans, who stood 88 yards away with just over 3 minutes to go.
Slot left. The running backs are Jackson and Bays. It is Jackson loose at the 40. He may go all the way. Jimmy Fox has a shot on him and misses him. He's going for a touchdown. Levi Jackson goes all the way for a touchdown. And the Spartans lead it 15-13. And the fans are out on the field. He went 88 yards. 88 yards for a touchdown. And this is ridiculous. 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. Joe, I don't even want to talk. Just let them roar.
2 touchdowns in 6 minutes, and the number 1 Buckeyes were on the verge of defeat. But they did not give up. They drove the ball to the Michigan State 11, stopping the clock with their last timeout at 40 seconds.
That's the last Ohio State timeout. They're going to have to put the ball in the air, I would think, Chris, because a couple of running plays will run out the clock.
All right, if you're wondering about Archie Griffin, he has rushed for over 100 yards in his 19th straight game. He has 138. But what the Buckeyes want is victory to remain number 1 and highlight the showdown later this month against the Michigan Wolverines. So the Spartan fans and all of Michigan have had quite a show out here this afternoon by a rapidly improving Michigan State team with victories over Purdue and Wisconsin in the last 2 weeks. 3 weeks ago, a tie against Illinois. 16-13. Michigan State leading. 40 seconds to go. The ball is at the 6. It is 2nd and 5. Watch. Archie Griffin has scored a touchdown in every game this year. None today. 138 yards, 2nd and 5 from the straight T formation. And Henson is oh so close. Champ Henson, who scored the only Ohio State touchdown. Now the clock is running. Now stopped. 29 seconds. As you look at Coach Woody Hayes, Henson has 92 yards. And the Buckeyes, they have a measurement. Remember, it was 2nd and 5 at the 6. Officials timeout, stopping the clock. The measurement now, the chain being stretched. It is 1st and goal inside the 1. North Carolina State is leading Penn State 12-0. An upset in the making. In the 4th quarter, and we have 24 seconds. First and goal for the Buckeyes. They trail by 3. They did not get in. Harold Henson. We have 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Michigan State has upset Ohio State. What a game, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at the students on the field.
This is unbelievable. What a thrill.
What a goal line stand.
A little bit of confusion on the part of the Buckeyes. And it's a tough loss for them against an improving and fired-up Michigan State team. They have knocked off the #1 team, one of the all-time great teams, by a score of 16-13. It's hard to believe. The last time Ohio State was defeated, it was right here. Now we see the Ohio State players jumping for joy. Do you suppose we'll have a new ruling? It appears
Maybe the game isn't over. Maybe that the scoreboard clock is not official and they have 1 second left.
Gene Calhoun is the referee, an experienced one from Madison, Wisconsin. There was joy in the white and scarlet jerseyed players, but now they're filtering back toward the far sideline. Some of them still elated, so we'll just have to wait and see. With all the crowd, and now the fans are moving back, so hold everything.
Did Ohio State score? Were they going to be allowed to run another play? For a moment, no one seemed to know. And yet, if there was to be another play, why had the officials left the field? By coincidence, Big Ten Commissioner Wayne Duke was in the press box for the game. At this point, he instructed the crowd through the public address announcer the game would not be official until he had conferred with the game officials. Michigan State fans milled about, with the anxiety of a mediocre student who submitted a perfect assignment, only to watch his professor frown with suspicion and disbelief. Surely the Spartans' great triumph would not be found wanting by the powers that be. Finally, after nearly a full hour, it was announced to the crowd. It was official. Michigan State 16, Ohio State 13. Wayne Duke explained.
At the end of the game, while Ohio State was attempting to unpile, the back judge and field judge, whose responsibility it was, ruled time had expired. The head linesman who signaled the touchdown was correct in doing so. That is his responsibility. Then came the notification that time had expired. The referee said he would have had to charge Ohio State with a penalty if time had not run out, because they had not come to a full 1 second set before the ball was snapped. Wayne Duke.
Woody Hayes naturally did not see it that way.
Finally, when we do get up, there's about 2 seconds. We ran the play and went into the end zone. They ruled a touchdown, and then they called it back and said it wasn't. When there's that much of a pile up and near the goal and the clock is running out, it's up to the officials to blow timeout. That's where they blew it. The officials say time had run out, but they should have stopped the clock on that pile up.
Hayes and Ohio State threatened to appeal the loss to the Big Ten, but ultimately did not. The Buckeyes went on to beat Michigan, but lose 18-17 in the Rose Bowl to USC. A disappointing end to a team Hayes called his best ever. As for Michigan State, they won the rest of their games and finished the year with 7 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. Their best showing since 1966. It would be 13 years before they would beat Ohio State again. Woody Hayes never forgot the loss at East Lansing that November day, and always maintained his team was robbed. Were the Buckeyes robbed? Should the officials have given them one more play, or had they simply miscalculated how much time was left on the clock? Let us know what you think in the comments section. If you enjoyed this content, hit the like button or subscribe. Thank you for watching.